Hello, Tobin. I don't know if you're actually still here.
Hey, Tobin.
What the fuck? Fuck. God damn it, Dragon. Um, so we have my uncle coming up on
Oh,
panel.
look.
I don't know.
Hi.
You good?
No, I don't have food yet because the oven's still warm up. So, hi, folks.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you do realize we just went live.
Yes, I can see about 46 seconds ago.
Yeah, because fucking, I don't know what the hell you were doing, but it seems like you were screaming at someone.
The Dolby is screaming in the background. So if anyone can hear the Dolby being slaughtered, is not me.
I don't think the dogs are a problem. It's you being angry. Fucking Jesus. Alright, so yeah, we're just waiting on Steven. It's weird calling him by his actual name.
Stevie, come here, Stevie.
Don't do that. That's worse. Don't fucking do that. That's so bad. Imagine that's gonna be the first thing that he hears when he pops up. Like,
You gotta see. You gotta rewatch the stream anyway. Like,
I don't really think so, but alright, whatever you say.
I'm gonna say the first thing. He's gonna come here and like, come here, Stevie. Come here, boy.
Why? It's Steven, it's not Stevie, but alright.
But do you
I
not give you
can't.
pet nicknames?
I don't think Maisie ever had a fucking nickname.
Well, that is your problem, not mine.
I know General did, but, well, Tank did too, but that's besides the fucking point. He's a human being, he's not a pet.
Come here. Come here.
The fuck are you on? You really are hangry.
No shit. I'm using all my goddamn brain cells. Thank you.
I thought you didn't have any brain cells since you were fucking not eating food. Got you there, didn't I? So yeah, we're just waiting for him to come up on panel. He's gonna introduce his channel. He's gonna be addressing some things, which I'm not gonna lie, I am kind of concerned about because I don't know what exactly he is going to be addressing. Um, it's gonna be very, very interesting and a little awkward.
Same here because I'm scared because I didn't want anything down. So
Yeah, but like he said he was gonna be addressing something towards the end of the video, and that was legitimate you talking about your fucking demons that you have. So that's concerning.
I'm scared. You probably like, so what happened and how many?
Well, I think of what you mentioned in that video was a hellhound biting its own ass. Is what he
Hey, I
fucking
felt
kid.
it. I felt it. Like, you know how dogs will club to you
Oh
if you
shit.
sit next to like an L shape or something like that? If you're laying down on your side, if your dog will go up to you and nail next to you?
Okay.
I swear I felt it, okay? It was a hellhound bite his own ass. I swear. I was thought of, oh, look at that, the Dolby's in here. Like, oh, that's like, as soon I realized, put things to that, wait, I can't. The Dolby cannot be in here. I don't think
That's
even, like,
fucking.
he has demons.
I don't know, but to me it is kind of funny because I don't think it is very likely he has demons. No, like I
I
don't.
do.
It's hard to explain. You can explain to Tobin of what the fuck is happening
Okay,
because I
so
can't.
clearly, the whole history what happened, right? We did a Spears box session. I don't know what day, a long time ago, or
It
some
was
shit.
like 4 months ago, 6 months ago.
Okay,
It
yeah,
was
6 months ago,
long,
4 months
long
ago, not
ago.
long time ago. Demons on that. What?
Falsible. Even I can't fucking say it. Damn
You
it.
English it sucks, but
You
anyway,
shut up,
I'm hungry. Damn it. Okay. Anyway,
cause you're a
so
hairy dragon.
so so Silver over there have a spear box session on her phone, and I do all the question and on that session. Yeah. So we heard a voice, and I start make funny of it. And
Mm-hmm.
it start doing things of like, hey, I know what you like stuff it was saying of like, you're dumb as hell, you're blind as dumb as bitch. And like, oh great, you're blind. And like, you had to be a blind hair like dumb ass bitch. And I think
There's
of like, god
entertainment.
damn, this is the best time ever. And we found out it was not a spirit because we asked Chris enough, like,
Mm-mm.
are you a spirit? Like, no. Like, are you like what are you? Like a demon? Like, oh fuck, I'm fuck myself. Like fuck.
Dude, hold on. To kind of explain it a little bit more, whatever the fuck it was also speaking in
In tongue.
tongue. And it was almost as if it was screaming at her parents or something because they didn't like the fact that she chose dragon.
So
She chose dragon for I don't know what exact reason, but
exactly, I don't know
he
what the
had
fuck.
he legitimate had fucking invisible
Sex with a demon.
sex with a demon in bed like what twice.
Now 45 times. Now 45.
He was explaining to me on how he felt everything of what a woman has. It was
Two.
I'm
And
not going
more.
into detail because it's still too funny to me.
And
I can't with a
and
straight
also
face.
and also some stuff also interesting happened. Like also I do have dreams. Like I will have a dream, but I cannot see the face, and immediately I will forget that dream. But
Mm.
I know it. I'm like, you assholes, you saw me what you want me to see. Like point of smart and cleverness. So and also I did it like last night or something like I don't know in this 35 days ago of monthly. I heard a growl down the hallway. So if you in my room, and Sibyl knows this because she saw the whole land of my household. So
Unfortunately.
shut up. So on my hold on left side is the down the hallway you can go upstairs. On the right side is the bathroom. So on my right side, I hear what the sound coming from. It sounds like a growl or some kind. And like I did my own spirit amp like tools I found off the internet. Um, it said of creature, like a creature, no. And I tell this to Silver of dragon. What you think is did this hellhound growl at this hooded creature? Was in the laundry room? Tell it to back off or something? And like I don't know, man, but I heard a growl. Like, and I also heard another different sound. Like this like day before or something. Like it will each different happen different things. Like a day like something. I heard real ruckus outside. And I thought, oh bloody hell, there's a raccoon fighting each other. So I look at there, there's no fucking raccoon
Really?
everywhere. Nah, and and I thought of like, holy shit, there's probably a hellhound probably like walking around up there. I have no clue because crazy shit. At this point, I'm hungry.
You already.
So I don't
Fuck.
know if you know, I just got the update. So for the biz, just a few minutes ago,
Just
when we went
dropped a
on
new
live.
video.
Dropped their new video, yeah.
Yeah, I know. So I did tell him I was gonna send him a link to the panel, and I did. So I don't know. He hasn't seen it yet, so it might be a while. First of October.
More crazy stuff going down. There's a lot of I can explain it. I can
I don't
explain
know.
But
I don't know who Captive Desk is. But
Captive
okay.
Desk, that's Dave. Good guy. Yeah.
I
Hi,
don't
Captive
know him.
Desk.
a wizard
Yeah,
more
no,
likely
yeah.
nothing will happen. Spirit. What? What?
Working on Ouija
Huh?
board. Dragon, you go get your food, damn it. Fucking
I
please.
had to wait for the oven warm up.
So Tobin is saying that on the 1st of October, he will be joining Captive Desk channel, working a Ouija board. More likely, nothing will happen spirit-wise, is what he was saying.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I think they pronounce it
Interesting.
Ouija.
Yeah.
But I've
I
heard
know
people
that-
pronounce it differently.
I
Or is
pronounce
that
it differently for a reason.
Yeah.
It's bad. Fuck, I see curses on fucking Facebook. I bet your ass he's gonna come into the chat soon. Won't be too surprised. In my
Who?
ass. Ghost plays.
Oh.
That fucking guy that likes to insult me being Boston and being short.
You're
What?
short and you're
You
Boston.
shut your pie hole.
Here's the thing. I don't know if this is true or not. Is Boston actually shorter than other normal people? Or is this a thing?
Not every Boston person is short, you asshole. What the hell's
Really?
wrong with you?
But Monkey
Yes.
Boy is more taller than you.
Fuck off.
And
There's
he's
a lot of
Bigfoot. And he's a Sasquatch into my point
what
of view.
the
I do have big feet for my size. But, I mean, I think, ideally, women, I'm attracted to shorter women rather than taller women. Although there are some attractive tall women. But if women are taller than me, it's automatically kind of intimidating, so.
dragon is dying?
I see Grandmama. 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 Oh no, Grandmama. I'm coming right behind you. Ma.
What the
Grandma is
fuck?
here. Look, it's the best grandma in the world. It's
I
time
think
to
he just
come.
almost gave his grandma a heart attack.
I think so.
No, I'm probably gonna get like a lot of bunch of spirit up. Wait, he's dying. Don't let him die. We need him.
No comment. No, but like listen, everyone in my family.
Hold on, I need water.
I don't have your email, my guy. What the fuck? And I noticed it popped up on this screen, and on my phone. What the fuck?
That's my answer to you.
You didn't even eat, so how? No,
I book with water.
No.
Shut up. Listen to the sound of pitch, dumbass.
So he just seen the link. He says I usually work through email, but I'm gonna go set up now. I don't have his email, so I
You
did
better
tell him I
tell
was
him
gonna
that.
I'm gonna
Was it-
fucking smack you.
Burn on, short ass.
Because I just told him not too long ago that I was gonna send him the link on Facebook. You pain in my ass.
Burn on, short ass midget.
Oh really? You're gonna do it that way, huh? How about when I see you in person, I will lock you in the same room with fucking crackhead Chelsea.
One, she would die of my thoughts. Two, my thought is like much gas. And three, prepare for the funeral.
I can just imagine hearing her scream.
Like, let me out! I don't want to die.
Oh, it's fucking funny.
Do-do-do. Die, you.
That's fucking hilarious. Yeah, no, but like everyone in my family is taller than me, and they're all from Boston, so fuck off.
So you hated the small answer, Gene. Interesting. So well, you look at my
It's telling
soul. What do
shit,
you
yeah.
see?
I'm not gonna tell you.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Let me tell you, give you a hint. A small little darkness of glimmer of white.
Small. What the fuck? No.
Mm,
What the fuck are you on?
I don't know. I'm hungry. I had to wait for the oven to be done. And it actually
Doesn't
changed.
usually take that fucking long.
See, I thought I was gonna
Oh,
be smart, and I went to like For the Booze link tree in the YouTube description, but it says email us at https gmail.com. So it doesn't
Yeah,
actually have an email address in the description. It's just like, we're at Gmail, but it doesn't give the actual address.
that's why I said I don't have his fucking email, because I did look at that earlier too, and I'm like, what the fuck? Weird. So wait, what? I'm confused. Never mind. I'm not doing that, so I don't know why I got instant confused. But yeah, we got him coming up on panel. We got a friend of mine that works in the cafe next door that's gonna be listening to this. So yeah, that's fucking not awkward at all.
oh, I'm gonna have a popcorn just rewatching this whatnot.
You're gonna be eating your pot pies. Shut up.
Yeah, with smile on my face.
Cause
Is
I
what you
already
suffered.
eaten my pot pie that I made like what, Thursday?
Wow, you old.
Listen, I may have a fucking old woman chopped in a young body, but I ain't that old, dickhead.
For a smart ass old lady, yes, you are the same size of old people.
Rude. I'm taller than my own grandmother. How the fuck does that work?
So,
Does it mean that I'm also a lot smarter than her too? Well, not the one that's fucking nuts in the head, but
which
the
one?
other
The one
one.
could easy burn with words. The other one of, oh, you're so nice, thank you, dearie.
We could just say my dad's mom. Like, I'm taller than her. Or the other one, I'm not. She's taller than me, but she's nuts in the head.
Mhm. Mhm.
Sorry, but it's true.
Mhm. Mhm.
Those
Hey,
things are
she's the
completely
one.
unrelated, though, right?
Yeah, I know. We're just trying to kill time of waiting for him to come up here. So, what?
200,000 years later.
You could,
I-
maybe if you want to check out the new video while we're waiting and see
Um,
what he dropped today.
he just sent me a photo. Says that it's just loading. I'm confused.
So he's not able to join using the link for some reason.
No, I don't know, cause the photo I'm looking at says Facebook on it. So I think he's saying that Facebook is just loading, so he can click on the fucking thing. I did go into the podcast though. I didn't see the new.
Hold on,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
there's
bring my
no link
headset.
to the email there.
So hold on, folks. I'm gonna mute, so just listen to you.
We'll be
Go
waiting.
get your pot pie.
I don't have the pie, dumbass. I'm checking the oven.
Go for it.
My
Okay,
ass.
I see it.
What? Eh.
Oh yeah, I
good.
watched Beyond Reanimator day before yesterday, which was great because they actually they bring a bunch of the like so I like the doctor's name, the main character besides Herbert West in that one is Howard Phillips, which is HP, that's what that stands for, HP Lovecraft, Howard Phillips. So
Mm-hmm.
I thought that
I
was
watched
great.
H.P. Lovecraft movie and game, but I never played the game.
Jesus.
I didn't know
Okay.
they made a game. But that's what the recurring line is. He tells the chick, his love interest, he says, just go for it. And then she does that. She says, oh, I'm going to just go for it. And then she ends up dead. And then they reanimate her. And at the end, she's like, please kill me. And then he's like got the knife in his hand. She's all, just go for it. And he cuts off her head. It's amazing.
Could you see me the movie, by the way?
Can
Can you see me the name?
Oh, that's Beyond Reanimator. So there's 3 of them. There's Reanimator, Bride
Yeah.
of Reanimator, and then Beyond Reanimator. I don't know if they
I
did the
never
other
heard
ones.
of those movies ever. That's the first.
Yeah, it's an old cult classic, basically. Well, not too old. It's like from the mid or late 80s or something. But it's based on
you that
a
old?
story by H.P. Lovecraft.
D-
Well, I'll be 35 soon,
Dragon.
so I'm that old.
Jesus Christ.
Maybe a little bit older than y'all.
Wait, I'm so lost. Why is he confusing me?
Not my fault.
So you shut up and deal with your food. So I
I
said,
am.
so Facebook is just loading? He goes, no, I'm in StreamYard and it's telling me I'm gonna be added by y'all. But I didn't hear, I don't see you.
You're blind as hell then.
No, I didn't hear a bloop or anything.
Mm-hmm.
Wait.
Did he hit the continue button because when you go to StreamYard, it says you can enter the room, but then you have to continue with your email or your Facebook account or something like that.
I know it's my email.
Then you check your mic and your camera, and then you can go into the room. But there's like 3 steps involved in that process.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say that. Because I can't fucking type here.
You see, the wild server try to fix your own shit because Jesus said
Dragon. I'm teaching Dragon. I'm teaching a person who has never once used StreamYard before. So shut up and make your pie.
I am. I'm doing the same way my great-great-grandma was telling me to do. You have a problem with that, with young lady? Hmm?
Typing here, so shut up.
Shut up! I'm typing here.
Also, hi, Cece. I saw you.
What's up, Christian Carpenter? I noticed we have a new subscriber on the channel.
Yeah, that's Chelsea.
Oh,
Oh
nice,
no.
nice.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh no. We all screwed. We're all
She
dead.
doesn't type.
We all dead.
Dragon, she listens. She doesn't actually type, you
We're all
dipshit.
dead. We're all going to die in a level blaze of fire.
Okay.
Oh no. Oh dear. Oh good heavens. Oh good grief. Oh no.
Well, I'm gonna fucking mute you, I swear.
Oh no.
Oh, there we go.
Got
Man,
him?
shut your fucking. Yeah, I got him. Hello.
Hello.
What the hell? What
Don't
my ears
know.
just heard.
Can you see me?
I can see you. Yeah,
Our camera's kind
kind
of,
of.
yeah, it's, I don't know what's going on with it. So you get the blurry yes.
Ah, gotcha. All right. So I don't
Hello.
even know how to
Hello.
start
Welcome
this.
to the lovely world of the channel.
Hello.
Welcome
This
to...
is Hangry Dragon because he's making food right
Hold
now.
on. I
He hasn't
cannot cuss
eaten.
at Silver right now because I'm trying to be polite here. But I'm gonna say
Yeah.
lovely. Up yours.
And then we got Ape.
He's just right there. Hello.
Whoa.
Hey, how's it going?
Oh,
Hi.
hey. I didn't even see you. I only saw him for some reason.
Hello.
It's because I put my face in the camera. I was trying to figure it out.
Ah, there we go.
So, my apologies. Silver is so blind. She's so blind.
Don't pay attention to him.
Okay.
He's just gonna be roasting the whole time, yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
trying to make my food at the same time talking to you guys.
He's hangry.
I am actually. So I apologize.
So I don't know how to really start this. So this is Steven and Megan, the host of For the Booze podcast.
Hi.
Do you want to introduce your channel or podcast, whatever?
Well, we are For the Booze podcast. We're a paranormal podcast.
That's right. Where we make mediocre takes on haunted places and stuff like that. We're everywhere. We're on YouTube. We're on Facebook. We're on Instagram, TikTok, anywhere we could put it pretty much. That is within our old people mentality to do so.
That's right. We do what we love and we love what we do.
Respect.
It's awesome. I don't know where else to go with it. I'm so new. I'm not used to having family members on panel.
Well, don't think of me as a family member. Actually, think of me as just some dude who's not your mom's brother.
Exactly. Just treat him as a stranger.
Dragon, you're not helping.
Okay, so we watched your YouTube
Mhm.
video on the show you did. Could have picked a better episode, but whatever.
Yes,
So,
definitely a better
some
episode
things
could have been
did-
chosen.
Some things did come up that I wanted to address, like the 22 ghost thing. I heard us getting pretty cracked on for that, but there's something you got to remember when you listen to an episode of our podcast. We're not giving you our opinions in the beginning. We're giving you what we find. All right,
Facts.
we're giving you what's out there. And one of the things that I had found, and I remember talking about off air from that episode, was the 22 ghost thing, because it was like a random thing that they said that. And I still have yet to be able to figure out where they get this claim.
Right.
But we put it in there because if you research it yourself, you will find it.
Okay.
And I'm glad the other guy's here, the hangry man, because
Hi.
I remember him going off on us, laughing at us at the end about
Yeah.
the YouTube video that I very.
I'm sorry.
Hold on.
I'm sorry.
Give me a
I was
sec.
not.
Give me a
Dragon, let him finish.
There was a very specific point in that episode where I said, "We are playing this video from YouTube. Here you go." So of course you could find it, because we literally said, "Here it is from YouTube." We don't change other people's stuff. If we bring it in on the show, we play it in its entirety.
We name it, who it comes from.
That's theirs. We're not going to change it to better fit our needs. We're going to play what they put out there. So that's why we said, here's the video from YouTube. So it's not surprising that you found the exact video.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
take all the information and all the facts that we can find, and that's the whole beginning of all of our shows, is all the facts, all the stories that are out there, all like people who go there on like TripAdvisor who write in comments and like their experiences, and then at the end it's kind of our thing, like, do we think all these facts and all the stuff that we have found on these places or, you know, haunted artifacts or whatever, do we think it's real? And that's our show.
I respect that.
Are our mics clipping on your end?
No, but you
no.
look like a floating head, though.
That's fine. Okay with that.
Okay.
I have a big
No,
head.
you all sound great. No, I think to that point, like what you just said, like it was just for us viewing the video after listening to the audio, it seemed to play out very differently when you actually see the people than when you hear when you just hear the audio of it. I think that was why it was kind of comical, but I can't speak for Dragon, but
I could get that
Yeah.
aspect of it.
Yeah,
Like,
thank you.
and that's an ongoing struggle when you do a mainly, you know, audio format versus a video format. There's only you can't really give the people a visual without just using words when you're doing strictly
Right.
audio. So, but my main thing was on the fact that he just kept going on and on about it being that it was on YouTube, like it was this big mystery where I found it, and I had said on the show where we got it.
Right.
I was not there at that point. I was keep going on and off.
Bless you.
Of course you got that.
Hey, way to keep the audio professional. But no, we do, and like there was another thing where everybody was really surprised at the end when my take was I thought it was all a big story, and for me, again, like when you're hearing me get into reading in the show, I'm just reading the research, I'm just reading the stories that I found. They're not my
Mm.
feelings.
And again, super crappy episode to choose to do.
Yeah, wasn't it? That was like
So-
a weird one. Something. Weren't you like sick or something? So
I
I had
was
to
really
I had to
sick.
read the whole thing. That's not normally how our
Yeah.
shows are.
I'll
Normally,
take credit for that. I mean, I picked that
Yeah.
video, but it was mainly based on the title and the intro. Like I had only watched a few minutes of it, so I was like, "But this sounds really interesting. So why don't we do this one?"
and that's
that was my
what,
fault.
that's what drew me to doing that one was the name. Like I was like, oh, this one's gonna be awesome because it's called The House of Death, and
Mm.
it to me. Like we've done so many of these episodes.
Yeah.
We've been into the paranormal for a long time, so we've
Right.
consumed an extreme amount of paranormal content in all forms. We've gone and done investigations. We've watched everything. We've movies. We just consumed a lot. So when I'm reading it, yeah, I'm into it. I love the story aspect of it, but for like that first 45 minutes of the show, those aren't my feelings. But I don't want to read it like I hate it because I want people to enjoy it because everybody's open to feel how they want to feel. But when you get to the end, we usually hit that point where we ask ourselves, I don't know if you can you guys, I wonder if they can hear this through there, but we do the whole
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear it.
and that's usually the signifier to where we switch over to now we're talking about how we feel.
That's our part. That's how we feel about all the facts and stuff that we have found based around whatever it is that we're doing for that episode.
So it's not always going to be that we think something's haunted. And when I don't know, there's just certain ways the stories are and the way you can tell how people know them. In my opinion, to me, it just didn't feel real. It felt
Yeah.
very manufactured. It's a cool New York story. But why would somebody explain to me why Mark Twain would haunt his year-long drunken house, place where it was like his trap house?
I couldn't tell you, honestly.
I mean,
Uh,
there has to be enough
That-
evidence.
Actually, I mean, and I'll say that's what surprised me, and I like about your show as opposed to some of the paranormal investigators. It's like, yeah, you have to get into it to make it interesting subject matter, but at the same time, you're appropriately skeptical about the stories you're reading, right? And I think you mentioned that in the podcast. It's like I'm not just believing all this at face value because some people will go out of their way to believe whatever they read, and then so yeah, I mean, I think we made those criticisms, and now you're saying you have the same kind of critiques. You just didn't go into it as much in the video because that's not really what the video is about, right?
Exactly. So you're not always, and we're not always yes men when it comes to this stuff either. Like
Right.
most people will garner the views and and stuff like that by just jumping on board with what everybody else thinks is hot at the moment. Isn't it? Because paranormal, I don't know if you guys are real into it, but over the last, I don't know, 10 years,
Yeah,
it
I'd
is
say.
it has blown up. Like it has become like this big thing. And a lot of
Yes.
people have made a lot of money just by agreeing with everybody else who says something is haunted. And we went into this, we were already like those armchair experts, we'd sit at home and we'd be like, that's fake, that's fake, that's fake. But there were ones that stood out. Like we have our favorites that we would like to visit, like Waverly. Waverly's
yeah.
a big one. So
yeah.
we have ones that we do believe are really haunted, but I don't know if we necessarily believe them to be in the same context of a haunting as maybe other people do.
Yeah, and especially like in the YouTube world of things.
Oh, it's gross.
Oh my God. People just make anything and everything incredibly haunted. And that's not how paranormal works.
It's clickbait.
Yeah.
So if you can just,
Exactly.
it's to make a buck.
Exactly.
I agree.
We did watch your video. I tried not watch you guys so badly. I'm like, I like this, but oh no, I said the wrong thing. I'm sorry. I know.
No, it's fine.
it's okay.
Look, we have a show. We don't expect everybody to love what we do, and that's fine. That's why we
Yeah.
have our audience, and we have people who don't, and that's fine. You just happen to be somebody on YouTube saying it, so we had an opportunity to come on and say something.
Mhm.
But there's a lot of
Comments on the comments.
yeah, there's a lot of people
Yeah.
out there who don't
Mhm.
believe in the paranormal at all, and we get some of those listeners too,
Yep.
because we tend to be a bit more skeptical about it. But you really should, if you want a fair assessment of like what we do, go back and listen to a different episode, because there
Yeah.
are ones that are much better.
We did kind of fuck up on starting with that episode or an episode before that, and we ended up going back to the first one of the Ghost Adventures one. That was a pretty good fucking episode, I'm not gonna
Oh, no,
lie.
I like this question on this chat. What
You mean
method do you
Tobin?
able to test the claim
What
on
I mean, obviously we can't test
You
claims.
read that wrong, but okay.
There's we
Well,
research.
right. You could do the research. The only way you can test claims about hauntings is to physically go there and see it for yourself, and then it's hard to prove that to other people who haven't been there, right?
Exactly.
Like you mentioned Waverly, and I think of somewhere like Winchester House we have here in California, where a lot of people believe in it, but we know here in California, it's been widely publicized that is a hoax, right?
Well,
we know that there are people actively working in the house to make it appear to be haunted.
Yeah. And
there's no doubt.
We are in the camp because we've done research that we don't believe it's haunted. And there's a lot you can do with research, but you are burdened by not being there in person. Like there's definitely a benefit to physically putting yourself into a situation. The only one I can say that we would know for sure is the St. Augustine Lighthouse, because we've been there.
Yes.
And we've had an experience there. Man, Winchester's I guess it is in California, isn't it?
Yeah.
We're way closer to that now. We should check that out.
You should make a video of it.
We should. We don't really do YouTube videos though. I mean, the only reason that our podcast made it onto YouTube is because it was a feature of our, the podcast service that we use. So we just put it out there.
Yeah, we don't review episodes to like be dicks about or anything, because it's really interesting. We're kind of learning on like what you guys found out and everything in it. It's really interesting.
Well, you should be critical though. Like that is a good angle to go from. Like you shouldn't just do the things that you like. You should find the things that you're going to be critical about. And you should feel comfortable criticizing them. They're out there. People put them out there just as much as they should be expecting, love and support from people. If you put it out there, you're going to face some kind of criticism. It comes with the territory. We've had a bunch of it ourselves, so it's fine.
Yeah, because Ape is a skeptic. Dragon, I believe, said you're a full believer.
Yes, I am.
And I'm a half skeptic, so.
And I have so many things happen to my house. There's gonna be stories upon
I'm just
stories.
gonna click on this up on screen. I don't know if you guys can read that, but it says by Tobin, how do they know that the house in Augustine is haunted? I can speak.
Oh, St. Augustine.
Oh, St. Augustine. It's a
Yeah.
lighthouse.
It's a lighthouse. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead. You wanted to? We had an experience there. Megan will tell you.
Yeah, we did all the research. We had seen it on Ghost Hunters, and we watched, all kinds of stuff on paranormal. And we lived in Florida for a really long time. It wasn't that far away. And for our anniversary one year, we went and did a ghost hunting tour of the St. Augustine Lighthouse. And after they take you around and show you all the history and run through all the stories, they walk you around the whole property and give you a little of the backstory. Will you stop it?
I'm
over
sorry.
there?
I'm sorry. I'm not used to turning this way.
But at the
Everything's
end,
new.
yeah, at the end, they kind of send you on your way, and you can go do your own thing. And you have a K2 meter and glow sticks and all kinds of stuff. And we ended up in this little chapel.
You also have tons of annoying teenagers.
Yes. Oh my God. During the tour, we had so many teenagers, and they were so loud, and they got kicked out. So it was kind of
boy.
great at the end. So without them, and we were actually the only ones who ended up in this chapel area, and it was kind of under construction. So there was like these long tarps hanging around the edges of the room, and it's Florida in July, so it's really, really hot. And we went and sat on these benches in this little chapel area, and it was just the two of us. We were the only ones in there. We could hear people outside, but little stories about the St. Augustine Lighthouse is 3 little girls.
Two. It was 2 daughters.
Two
Yeah.
died and 1 survived. But when they were building the lighthouse, they had like a rail car system that went from the water where the ships would come in to bring their supplies, and they would run the rail car up and down to the lighthouse to bring the supplies, and the kids would like to get in it and ride it down
Yeah, they
and
would
then
play in
come
it.
back up. Yeah.
And these are true stories.
Yes. Oh, 100%.
I
And-
heard that from Sam and Colby. My apologize. It will be you. I heard about a YouTuber. I'm sure.
No, you're good. We love Sam and Colby.
Love to
Okay.
meet
Oh,
you.
awesome.
Yeah. But the 2 girls, the car ended up flipping into the water, and 2 of the girls drowned. So we were in the chapel, and we were talking to the girls, specifically asking if they were there, if they wanted to come play with their glow sticks. And Stephen was like, "Oh, well, Megan has really long hair. Do you want to come pull her hair? Because, there's claims of that." And we were in there for probably 30 minutes, and nothing was really happening. So he was like, "Hey, you want to go? We can go somewhere else." And I was like, "Well, let's just sit here like in silence for 2 minutes, and then we'll go." So that's what we did. And of course, it's super hot out. I had shorts on, and all of a sudden, from about my knee to the top of my thigh was ice cold, and no air movement, no nothing. So I looked over at him, and I was like, "Hey, can you like feel right next to my leg?" And he reached over, and he said it was like putting his hand in an ice cold cloud, like it was thick, and you could
Yeah.
just feel it, and it just sat there and then walked away.
Yeah, it's really strange when it's 100 degrees out,
Yeah.
but there's one like little 1 foot by 1 foot area that's like, I don't know, 40 degrees.
Yeah,
it
it
was strange.
It was like somebody came and
Mm.
sat right next to me on a bench, but it was like a small little area. I don't know. It was so
That
crazy.
is the height of a child. That is a height.
Yeah.
of a child.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I did a lot of study of a lot of things like what is the height of this creature or with this person
Mhm.
or like do study like did someone just walk past behind the person like how do you see this thing like I'm very good of detailing I'm very good of seeing things no one can um like Silver Pub and I mentioned this or something, but I mean, there's a child we know is a spirit named Courtney, and she will love to bug me, come here, not do much. Will put her hand on my head and start like scratching me. Like she's just scratching
wow.
my head right now. Like
Yeah,
I'm
I-
just sitting there. Even there was another thing of she have a spirit box on, and I felt this was someone sitting on my leg, like as a seat,
Mhm.
and we had several heard a child spirit say is a little girl of like, okay, what game you want me to play? You want me to play this game, or this game? And like, she picked the Dark Soul 3 game, and we play it, and like, and like she heard, like I died, and she heard a laugh. And I died again, and they heard another spirit, is an adult spirit, say, "Ah, you suck as crap, kid." And like,
Oh wow.
sure, sure. One, you want to play this, and two, you want to try this, you little bastard. And he stopped talking. And
Getting clowned on by the
like,
biz.
screw you.
Yeah,
Let me
yeah.
kill this boss.
You know,
And
you know what you do? You set down a second controller and you say, "All right, if you
Your
can."
turn.
No,
Yeah,
I just
exactly.
I would gently put a controller down away from me, like, okay, you pick it up. This is what you can do. Like this here you can do, and this the spirit just say like respond of screw you, and look at me like you bastard. This more entertainment than me. Like so, I just keep on playing, and there you go. Um, yeah, I always deal with spirits around here. I was like 10. There was 3 spirits around here. I cannot explain which one is. Like one spirit is a fireman, another one is another woman in like a old night gown. Um Another one is almost like a teacher.
Hmm.
I'm sorry to take this not all this stuff away from you guys. I should not.
Do you live in the Northeast?
Kinda. I live in Missouri.
Okay. I don't. Is there a lot of stuff in Missouri?
I don't know.
I live in an old abandoned like a party house. But my
Yeah.
parents, no, my parents, no, made it, and like they found I think a neighbor said they found drawings of I cannot probably say this at
Turn it
all.
down.
Yeah, they found drawings
Turn it down, damn it.
about women pictures on there, like you should not scribe, and like found beer bottles, like old alcohol liquor
And you,
bottles, you name
when you say old, what, like how old?
old, like it was on
Like
the in like someone throw it out in
1950s or
dirt.
something.
Well,
Like
50s isn't that
Oh.
old. Come on, Ashley.
I have no clue. My parents made this. I was born around 2000. Like
I have a friend whose his whole YouTube channel is like digging up like old beer cans and bottle caps from like abandoned properties from like the 1800s, the early 1900s, and he'll find old tin scraps and collect them. So
Yeah, that's
that's
super
all. Yeah.
I've noticed there's a lot of that out here, like closer to the West Coast than there was back when we lived in Florida.
Yeah.
It seems to be a lot more people who find interesting stuff. I don't know if it's from like the pioneers coming through and maybe like the gold rush days but I see a lot of that like on TikTok and stuff, like people metal detecting. There seems to be a lot of cool stuff out here in the West. But the reason I
So
asked
Tone,
about the age of it, because of those are they like pre-internet nudies or
what?
what?
yeah, what?
And
I was reading
and
the
like
comments.
everything at night, I have a dream. A woman was dancing around in my bedroom. I got so scared, I jolt up. No, like comparing what the hell I saw. I turned my left. Like no, god damn it! Like the direction I have, my
Nobody's in the
right,
room. We don't
my
know
left or
which
my
way
right.
it's
Mm.
I see her was looking at me and started walking towards me. Like and then like a clear imagery I see, and I got so scared I run to my parents' room and sleep with them the whole month. The whole
Wow.
month.
This is
Like
this was a dream, or you actually saw this?
I saw it. It was a dream
Oh,
at first. I
okay.
wake up, look like to my left or to my right. Like, I see her like stop and looks at me, like tilt her head, and like I feel like she was smiling towards me, and she started walking towards me, like I see her hand reach out and like touch my side of my cheek, and just freak the hell out and run out of it. Like nope. Like,
Well,
nope.
yeah, I would too. No, thank you.
And
I don't know.
Yeah.
Depends on what she looks
like
like.
no, I don't know exactly because I cannot see all the details, but I only see like a long nightgown, like only thing I remembered. And I tell my mom, she tell me a lot of more details I like she have. Like she was up here, like me and my brothers were outside playing. she was in this household just watching over us. Like we live on a hill. Like before my dad dig out like a driveway and like in front of the house. Um Nah, we was playing out there doing stuff, just roll down the hill by ourselves. We just love to do things I won't. She smelled cigars and boots on wood walking around and clearly heel, bottom of the foot, heel, bottom of the foot, walking around. Like it's like someone like patrolling or something. Um, and that time I get older, the or as a baby's in my room, she will mess around with the lights. Like if I was crying, my mom had to physically said, like, "Hey, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here. I heard him," and the light will stop. The light will stop figgling like of my crying. Um, and moving forward, my first time living by myself, I saw like a man with a jacket. You cannot see the face, with a hat on. Uh, and I see walking towards the back door. I have two doors, one front door, one is back door. And I see this. I quickly run over there, and I quickly open the door and I look around, like no one here. And happened like again. I saw it. I thought it was my brothers. This before I had like mobile phone. I can like call my own parents. I used the house phone. My mom gave me their each phone number they have, gave it to me so I can call them. So I quickly one at the door, and I check all around the house, check downstairs, and I thought like, there's no one here. And then like, who's here? And I called my mom, and she said that Dragon, your brothers is almost coming home. They are with us. And then like, oh nope. So I
Mm.
quickly lock the door and sit down and watch sci-fi. And like I watch a
So-
lot of sci. Yes.
Well, I was gonna say I want to let you finish, but I noticed with your story and like actually the way we started this, the first episode we did relates to Silver's experience as a child, and there was one about a lot of people who experienced this as a child may continue to experience it in adulthood, because if you don't experience this as a child, and then there's a lot of stories about children being the spirits involved rather than adults, right? Which kind of seems counterintuitive in this spiritual context. Like, why would the children of spirits be, kind of in some type of perdition on earth or whatever, purgatory, right? Like, that doesn't really make sense. But those seem to be more common. It seems to be more common that children have friends who are also children who are spirits, and then they carry that idea into their adult lives. And that was actually the first episode we covered was regarding the imaginary friends.
Yeah.
So are you saying that you think it makes less sense for child spirits to stick around?
Right, because they have no, I mean, in a sense of like Christian spirituality, there's no reason for them to be stuck on earth, right? They should have gone straight to heaven because they're innocent.
Okay.
I also have a child still in my childhood.
If you
So-
believe
I
that
love
sort
you.
of thing, but
But that's where I want to get into that, right? Because I believe, so I'm more of a skeptic, right? But I have had my own experiences. I just don't know what they are. But I think when you in everyday life, when you look at the paranormal, you have to take religion out of it, right? Because it's like anything else, it's not affected by that. You can believe, oh man, I don't know how to say this without just being like, it's not real. Religion is a faith-based thing. Okay. It's real to whomever wants it to be real. Like, is that nice? Is that an okay way to say it? Okay.
yeah, it works for our purposes.
Yeah. pretty
So
much.
so I try to take that side out of it. And in my opinion, I think the idea of a child spirit is more likely, because when when an adult passes, you've at least lived some form of adult life. You've accomplished things. You've done more things that, whether it be to heaven or the eternal slumber of darkness, you're more likely to just be like, I'm done. I get it. I'm old. I'm tired. I'm ready to go to sleep.
Yeah.
But in the case of children, there's a lot of fear in that death because you're a child. You've left behind your comfort zone, your family, your friends, everything. And the way I believe the paranormal happens is it's all an emotional based thing because humans are made of energy. Like we are forms of energy that come and go from the earth as we, our bodies recycle back, whatever. So if you leave
So
behind, go ahead.
No, sorry. Go ahead.
I was just saying, so if you leave on this intense emotional, in this intense emotional way, I believe it gives it more of the ability to let its energy kind of stick and stick around, which is why things that you can, we just came out about an hour ago. Haunted items, right? Things that people were very attached to that they maybe couldn't let go of, or maybe they've made such an imprint on that it sticks around.
So you see the spirit as being more of just like the source of energy that drives a person, like the will of a person.
Yeah, I believe it's all emotional based, and therefore I'd have to pin that down to it being an energy thing, because your emotions are personal, but there is a form, there is an amount of energy that goes into those emotions that I believe can be imprinted and almost cause, like, it's weird because like I have this whole thing about like it's almost like a time loop, or it's like a shadow of the past. It's like something you're seeing over and over versus the actual ghost of somebody. But that also falls through too, because then people have intelligent encounters, and I don't know. That's why we do this show, because I'm trying to get as much of this in as I can, and then maybe one day I'll fully believe, like my wife.
Good, because I have more story about children's and stuff like that of my lifetime. If you guys want to hear
I'm
this,
gonna go to the bathroom.
Okay.
go for it.
No problem.
The one child, I was on my parents' computers, just play games, just do my own thing. I heard male footsteps come out of one of my parents' bedroom, my bedroom or my parents' bedroom, went down the hallway, not go left, not right, and go into the office was in, and it was stopped behind me, and I heard it the whole thing, and I picture my
Wait.
head
Just right there. How do you determine it was a man's footsteps?
because
from hearing it.
like boots, because I hear my
Women
father
wear
walk.
boots.
My
Yeah.
father does. My father is wearing boots, like walking. I'm become hangry. I don't want to fight. I don't want angry. I'm trying to finish the story.
I
So
know.
no,
I'm sorry. You can finish the story. I just wanted to ask. Just put it in your brain.
no, you can quiz my that thing, my knowledge, because now I think about it. No, wait, I did hear children footsteps. Oh my god! Oh,
That was awesome.
I saw Gandalf in my ears. Oh shit.
That was great.
I think I saw my own childhood, but now.
You scared dragon.
Boo.
So no, I look around and say hello, who's there? I'm like nothing. Like days later, like this each different day, not the same day, each different days. Like one day, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna play Xbox on my console on TV downstairs. I was playing a game. I heard two Pacific children footsteps running down the hallway, went like chose the stairs and stopped in front of me. And I look around, I'm like, wait, what? I see this Pacific, like I hear this Pacific correctly, and like why I heard this quickly. And nothing happens again. Like early on that day, I get like around 11 or 12, I don't know. I have this a dream. I was playing with two girls. One of them looked like my mom age, like as a child. And I thought of, wait, what? Like I'm playing, like it looked like it was at a circus. We went down slides, we went down on like a pool ball, no, like you go into like a pool ball or something, and hello buff monkey, and and like we just went all having fun, and I wake up of like and I thought like, wait, why I was playing like a amusement park game with my mom? Like, what the hell? This like before I understand of what that happened. Later, more creepy stuff happened. I always wake up like claw marks on my chest, and and more spooky things. Like I forgot to remove shoes, like boots or shoes on my foot. I felt someone pull them off. I look down, and like and go back to sleep. The same way if I had like a long pants. Yes, monkey boy. You
Are
have a
you a
question of-
drinker?
No, no, no. I was so young. No, I don't drink because I don't
Oh,
trust
okay.
alcohol. I don't trust drugs so much because I want to be
All
100%.
Hold
a hot
on, before
take.
you
That was a hot take
continue.
there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
before you continue, Dragon, we've got a lot of comments or questions from
Good.
Tobin. He's like
Okay.
just going on.
Oh,
over.
I see them, so I will read them
He's
because
got
it's
like a
about me.
ton of them.
There's such a thing, a port. Oh my god! I'm
Let
gonna miss
me
that.
read it out loud because I know you can't read.
You shut.
There is such a thing in auditory hallucinations. How does Dragon test that it isn't Dragon's imagination?
No, because I always know it's not imagination or fake belief. Because I remember this very detailedly, and my parents know of. I can remember this very detailedly of. I lost my parents' camera in a hotel building, and I remember one specific picture of this hotel. So this hotel is like ocean like pictures, and I remember what like it is and what number. And like I don't remember the whole detail, but my mom was very surprised of, wait, he can remember stuff so detailed. And I always
So
yeah,
I mean, I get that. Like, I get where you're coming from. Like, I have instances where my mom will relate in things to me from my childhood that happened as if I wasn't there. And I'm like, I remember that very vividly, right? And she's like, no, you can't possibly remember that. You were 3. And I'm like, no, I do. But so that's not like, uh, I, so the fact that you can remember things from your childhood, but you also had experiences that were in your imagination are not like
hmm
exclusive of each other, right? You can imagine things as a child, but also have real memories.
hmm
But you remember the things that you imagined as if they were part of the real memory. Does that make sense?
There's
Uh,
also been a lot of studies about how people who go back and try to recollect their memories from childhood remember it completely
Mm.
different because your view of the world is different.
and we did test a theory because of the child Courtney. We did a spear box session, and I tell the whole story of how I met this child and what. And Silver told me of like Dragon. I think Courtney is happy because I feel like she's jumping up and down or I don't remember this
Hold on,
properly.
you are twisting words here. What he's
I'm
trying
sorry.
to say.
Hold on.
So
Hold
wait,
on.
so A brought up he said something about were you a drinker? I have questions as well.
No, I'm too.
And no,
confused.
but I'm gonna ask you some serious questions though. So you're obviously you're a fan of the paranormal, correct?
Yes, I do.
Do
I
you
watch.
do you at least watch some of like how people try to investigate? I'm not saying any of it's the way to do it, but
Ghost,
do you watch? Yeah, like when they try to
ghost hunting,
yes,
ghost
when they try to debunk
adventures.
stuff. No, I don't care about like what it is you watch, but you do watch it, right?
Yes, I watch
Okay.
it.
Have you ever tried to debunk any of this stuff? Have you ever tried to come up with another explanation for some of these things? Because let's
I
go
do.
back to like the hallucinatory part of it, right? You say
I
you
do.
live in an old party house in
Mhm.
Missouri. There's no black mold or anything, is there?
No, no, my parents clean that shit.
Oh, I'm not saying they
completely.
don't clean. I mean, old houses will have it, no matter how clean you are. I mean,
Yeah.
nobody's up in their rafters scrubbing with a toothbrush. But I'm just curious, how much debunking have you tried to do? How many times have you tried to find another explanation for? I'm not saying that your accounts aren't real. I mean, they could be. This is the whole premise of like what we do. But have you tried to do any debunking?
Not much, because from a young age, I never touched on base with the spirit world at all. I look around of like, okay, and like that's interesting. I heard a noise, and all right, like you win. I cannot find nothing, and it went silent, quiet, because I figured out this was someone around here was missing, and it completely went quiet.
Mhm.
Not like of something. And I used to have like a old book. I say a
Mhm.
book. I created a long time ago. I'm a master of creating books. Um, I create a book and draw all notes and stuff on there.
Mhm.
I saw the question. Silva, could you read me this question?
Tobin is asking how much study of critical thinking skills has Dragon practiced.
Well, there's
And
also,
it sounds like. Oh, go ahead,
there's
Steve.
also that thing called the burden of proof, right? So even
Right.
even let's say all of this is fact, it happened. I can't say fact because that goes along with burden of proof. But let's say it did happen, right? None of us will know. And without doing the proper, like trying to debunk it or trying to capture it, a great story is always just going to be a great story. So I think if you really wanted to know, you'd need to get in there and try to like disprove them to be able to prove them.
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean,
Tobin.
the fact that you experience something and you can't explain it doesn't make it unexplainable, right? You just haven't found the explanation yet. And you need to
No,
actually seek out the explanation rather than accept that it's something supernatural. That's kind of my view.
I agree
that
with that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And as a
that's
matter
why
of
I
fact,
never
paranormal
touch.
doesn't necessarily mean you saw a ghost. It just means it's out of the normal. It just
Yeah.
means
Ex-
now you've got to try to figure it out.
Exactly. I never touch base of like, okay, I don't know if this paranormal or not, because like sometime I thought of I'm losing my marbles, because I probably thought I have enough sleep
I just
night
found a
today.
big bag of marbles. Are they yours?
Probably probably
They were
could
at
I have that back.
yeah, they were at the thrift store. I'll get them for you.
Thank you.
That's awesome.
And some of the moments of I swear I heard my mother's voice. No, but I realized, oh, that's right. She's not here. No, I heard my mother's voice right next to me, and I see two questions. Server.
Hold on. I'm laughing because of what the Christian commentator wrote. He said instead of the Imagine Dragons, I think Dragon imagines.
Ha ha.
CC, I fucking love you on that.
A sea dragon. This is what it's like when people get critical.
I know, I know.
Exactly.
Feelings.
That's why I'm a
Um,
way understanding of you can criddle me wherever you want.
Dead.
No, I like your story. I actually do like your stories, but I think in the context of like, is it real? There has to
I,
be a level of like scientific research that goes into it. Whether it works or not, it doesn't matter. But it's that's why people do so much debunking because they want to
mhm.
prove it's real or not.
Mhm.
Right.
And also,
Tobin, for Tobin's question, I don't think Dragon knows what the word fallacies mean. I kind of don't either, but I know Ape does. Because, well, he's an
Abe,
atheist.
teach us our stupid
So
minds what the hell that mean.
a fallacy is just a claim that can't be proven, or is in of its nature false. So logical fallacy would go something like a human is a banana, right? That's clearly incoherent. A human is not a banana. A does not equal banana.
Bob.
But that's really stupid. But
Yeah.
you could go deeper into that, and like fallacies go very deep down to the law of identity, which is the one I'm referencing, right? Which is like,
Mhm.
okay, so a human is a human, but is it a male or a female? Is it an X or a Y? And then you can go that route with it. And so I don't know which fallacy specifically is being referenced, but there's probably a lot packed into any personal experience, like anecdotal claim, especially again from childhood, because you may have some very vivid memories, but many of them will be imagined, and that's just like that goes with the territory. So
That's exactly what I was saying earlier, because a lot of the memories that you do have, they have morphed inside your brain anyways. So the way you remember it isn't always how it actually happened.
The story is getting better.
Dragon,
Yes.
I'm sorry to say this, but apparently we have Spooky Bed Hair is another good friend of mine. He says these things happen to Dragon because Dragon is a ghost, but hasn't realized it yet.
Wait, hold on. I'm a ghost? How the fuck I'm talking to you guys for
I
real?
love my
Holy shit.
people.
Well, the ghost talked to you.
Yeah.
The stories get better and better from here because I met Sever now. More creepy
6 years.
like 6 years, and more
Yep.
creepy stuff also happened here, and Sever also vouched for it. Um,
Unfortunately.
like how we almost solved the mystery of
How do we see the
Courtney.
chat? Can we see the chat, or is that just on your-
No, you're able to see the chat, but I know you're far away.
you have
from
to
the computer.
if you're using the computer, there's a link in your StreamYard.
There's
It
private
should
chat
say on
or
the far
comments.
right, private chat or comments, and you have to switch to comments.
Oh, yeah. We only had the computer far away because of how we were set up. My
Yeah.
lovely wife could try to convince me to set it up better, but I was like, no, this will be fine. And then nobody could see us, so we swapped off. How do I get a cool picture like Ape though? I want a monkey picture.
You can just download a photo off your computer, and
This
I
is
think
the
if you
problem
go
with
into
being old.
settings.
Okay, I don't know how to do anything. You know how long it took me out of. Oh, and by the way, I'm bringing up another point. Somebody said, "I wonder if they edit their pod." Yeah, we edit our podcast.
Of course,
Of course we do.
Yeah.
Do you know how much stupid ranting we do that just doesn't make it on there? And
Or the fact that I can't read.
we don't have a sound. We have a
You
sound.
and I, sister. You and I. I
don't
need to
have a
practice
voice.
reading.
We don't have a voice manipulator. Those sounds that you hear where my voice gets real deep, I do in post. And also some of these were
Impressive.
from like our first couple episodes that I manipulated and threw onto our soundboard via like touchpads.
Very, very impressive. I'm not gonna lie.
It was a learning
I'm
curve.
jealous.
I can't
Holy
do
crap.
that.
Look at her. She's jealous as hell.
Dragon, you
You're-
shut
you're
up.
lucky
Did you
I
eat your pot pie yet?
You're lucky.
I
we didn't
don't
put
have my pie
our
pie. My
theme
pie
music
pie
in
is
the
timer is at. Where's my goddamn pie pie? 5 minutes.
Took too long. Yeah, no, so Ape has a lot of different photos he chooses from, but if you go into your settings, pretty sure if you click on no.
I'm 253 years old.
Man, that
Wait,
dude
are you a
Spooky.
vampire?
Huh?
Are you a vampire or a warlock? How the fuck are you alive?
I would have loved to have Spooky Bed Hair up here at some point. That would be entertainment.
It would be more entertainment than ever.
Or even CC too.
Tobin, this dude Tobin's going in, huh?
Oh, he's going on it like the whole entire time. He's just question after question after. I'm like, Jesus Christ!
Hold
can't
on,
pay
man. Let me.
attention."
Yo, that's a good picture right there. I like
Yeah.
Demons.
the
It's a demon.
word of God.
It's a demon. Where's my crucifix? Be gone, you blessed bastard.
Dude, that metal remake of that was the best thing I
So
saw come out
good.
of the pandemic era.
So good.
This is about people.
Yeah.
Hi, people. Welcome to hell.
Dragon,
Yes, my dear.
really? You're younger than me.
Yeah, you have a problem with that?
Oh my God, we are like the grandparents.
We are.
So me and
You're
Silva
going
know
to
each other
that.
as so much. We know each other as friends.
That's weird. Don't say that.
Yeah.
That's my niece, so be careful.
Oh. I'm sorry, she's not my type.
Good.
So,
I'm glad.
Oh, this is just getting weirder by the minute.
yeah, it's definitely- I am family.
I'm
I
just
am her.
gonna go
I'm her
over
uncle.
here.
Yes.
Calm down.
No, we will cuss each other out so many times. Like we
Yeah,
some
this
reason
is
some
what we do.
time of you bloody like evil. Like why?
We don't cuss. Oh, we don't cuss because of our show.
Oh.
We like to keep it.
Oh.
We like
Yeah.
to be able to so kids can listen to.
Oh.
That I know.
T-
the
spooky.
first couple episodes, we went a different
See?
direction, but we changed it.
See Server.
I highly doubt
I
that.
also get
Spooky,
you.
you're
What
not
I'm
wrong.
like,
You are not wrong. Hold on, Spooky. You are not wrong one bit. You are completely not wrong.
Rude.
I completely agree with you. I'm completely agree. Love you, boss. Completely agree.
Do you, though? Do you really?
No, I don't. No.
Exactly. I
By the
don't
way, you had to
either.
pick up the little small little like crazy goldfish up Tuesday.
What?
You
Where did
just
that come from?
you had to pick her up because I cannot babysit her.
Are you talking about Jess?
Yep.
I can't.
uh, anyway,
Spooky,
wait.
you consume me.
So I lost too many brain cells. What the crap? I'm on now.
You lost them a long time ago. I'm sorry, child.
what
Thanks.
did they put in your pot pie, man?
I don't know, man.
He got
It's-
poisoned.
I saw the warning symbol on there, and I have no clue what
He
happened.
took the risk. That's what he did.
I take the risk, and no, actually, it's just make the pure air.
I don't think that made any sense, but okay.
I was born crazy like a long, long time ago. Even my family will say that. But I think, child, you were born like crazy.
Well,
See, I think that all the time too. I have like really morbid thoughts though, so that's why like all this like spirituality and stuff interests me. Like, because I think of like scary ghosts and stuff like that, but I see it as a product of my imagination. So whenever you start talking about the stuff, I'm like, yeah, I think about a lot of creepy stuff, but I don't know. I've never discerned that any of it's real. Like, bad stuff happens in real life, but it hasn't actually happened to me. I just imagine it happening to me. And that's like the source of all this like kind of creepy stuff that I, envision. But it's mostly just a product of my own fear, right?
You're not wrong, because I'm the person who listened to creepypastas. I'm watching all bloodily going sci-fi, and my parents, the trick is to watch it. Wait,
You
the
stop
parents
watching
not home.
sci-fi.
I cannot do it now because my dad cannot forward, so he changed the different channels. No, wait, something happened to the channel. I cannot watch no sci-fi because the channel and that channel was not on anymore. And I started watching on YouTube on crazy stuff. And I think so. Hey, my chicken pie is done. Hallelujah. I'll be right back.
Finally.
Thank
Oh
God.
my.
Lord.
He hasn't even that's
I'll be
the
right
problem.
back.
He hasn't even eaten yet. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get my chicken pie.
Now I'll make it weird. I know I'll call you Silver. I think that is that what I'm supposed to call you? Is that what you like to be called
Well,
on?
a lot of people call me Silver, so
Well, I look at you and that's just not what I hear. But
I know.
she was a sweet little girl. I don't care what she's like on here. She was a nice girl. She was a loving little kid.
It's been like I feel like it's been I don't know how long it's been since I actually haven't even talked to you.
It's been a long time.
It's been
I
a
haven't.
long time,
Well,
yeah.
I left up there in 2011. I think was when I left,
Jeez.
and I came back once, but I was only there for 3 days, and I was in Taunton.
Hmm.
And your mom kept pressing me to come out there, but I didn't have a car, so I didn't make it.
Yeah, I remember that. I do remember that conversation. She's like, "Hey, he's coming over," and I'm like, "Okay." And
I
we're
was
sitting
trying.
at the door, like, "Where is
It
he?"
was this. Well, this was in when did we go there? 2018, 2019. It was something like that.
I don't remember.
But we didn't have a car, so we weren't able to get
Yeah.
out there. So I haven't seen you in a while. Talk to you here and there online. But, I lived 1,200 miles away, and now I live like, 2,500 miles away.
Yeah.
Because we moved to Utah.
Which is really understandable.
It's
Oh,
beautiful.
And I'm
you're out
not
there
like
by my
yeah.
It's
I
very
have a
warm.
friend in Utah who also does paranormal research.
Really?
Really?
Maybe y'all can hook up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't it Ben, I think? Or is it
Yeah,
someone
Ben
else?
Stevenson. Yeah,
Okay.
I'll hook you guys up later. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, if he's an investigator, we'll have him come on the show.
Oh yeah, that would be awesome
We haven't
to.
done an interview in a while.
Yeah, we
been a
love
long
doing
time.
Yeah.
interviews.
It's been a long time. But yeah, we just thought this would be fun because we did like your show when you watched our episode. But man, please please listen to a different one.
Yeah, no, when we did that, I'm like, oh, okay. So then we ended up going to the first one, which was the Ghost Adventures. That was a pretty good one. We
Stay-
all died laughing.
Stay away from numbers 1 through 4, and
Yes.
and
Okay.
and the one with Catch Baby Clyde, because there were times where like one of us were sick, so we had to come up with something on the spot. Because the format of the way our show works now is it's history in the beginning, which I do, and then all the
Right.
paranormal stuff at the second half, which Megan does, and we do. Like, we started doing a lot of production on it. There's a little music, there's sound effects, there's all kinds of stuff. And
Yeah.
then we get to the point at the end where, we talk about whether it's real or not. I listened to the second Waverly Hills one. That's a good one.
Yeah, we kind of did like it was Waverly and Ghost Adventures.
Yeah, we redid them.
We
Did we
redid-
redo Ghost Adventures? We will never talk about them again.
No.
I'm tired of them. God.
we
Oh, I
read-
don't blame you.
yeah, after we got our format going, because we ended up just, hey, let's make a podcast. And so of course in the beginning we had no idea what we were doing, and
Yeah.
it kind of grew over time. So I don't know.
I think in the beginning we were like, we're just gonna not care and be funny about it.
Yeah. Oh,
And-
for sure.
There you go.
But we ended up having this group from YouTube on Paranormal Nightmare TV, and I don't know if you've heard of them, but they're big on YouTube. They've got like a couple 100,000 followers, and they came on, and all of a sudden we had thousands of people listening to our show
Yeah.
out of nowhere. We went from 30 listeners to thousands, and a lot of
Jesus.
people were very upset because of the language. And normally, I mean, I'm like, I'm your mom's
Yeah.
brother. You know my mouth, but I started thinking to myself, instead of being like, I'll never change, it doesn't hurt it's not going to hurt the quality of the show to, not cuss on it. So we went that route instead.
Yeah, no, I mean, I can understand that. I mean, honestly, do what you do what you love. I'm not gonna, take that away from a lot of people. I accept a lot of people. Tobin, I don't know when the stream's gonna be over. If you want to check out their channel, you can now. I mean, oh yeah, let me do
For the
that.
booze.
For the Booze Podcast,
Anywhere.
podcasts are available.
You can find us on Instagram at For the Booze _podcast.
Oh, yeah, this is very repetitive. It sounds like
I know.
something we do.
I know. You think we do this once a week?
We do. We've missed a couple weeks.
We have.
Things have been weird.
Yeah.
Megan's getting ready to leave town.
I am.
So the last, I
Sad.
don't know. Yeah, she's going off to do big things, so it's all good. But so we've had a few episodes here where we've really had to throw them together, and they're not really our normal stuff, but
Yeah,
they're
it's
all
been
right.
kind
They're
of
pretty
weird.
good. Yeah, things will get back to normal though. I'm gonna be here alone.
Hold on, Tobin, I got you.
Did this dude get his pot pie yet, or what?
I don't know if he's like
Did the ghost
shoving
get
it
it?
down his throat or
eating
not. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, right.
Oh, he just did that too.
I think he's alone, but he's got some special guests with him.
He does. He does have some puppies as well. So,
I meant ghosts, but yeah, puppies work
well,
still.
yeah, I know what you meant.
I like puppies.
I also put a link down there for Central Utah Paranormal. That's my buddy Ben. If anybody wants to go
Okay.
check him
Oh,
out.
perfect.
Yeah, we'll come back to this is going to be on. Where is this going to be posted at?
Oh, this is actually a live stream on YouTube.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that's fine. Then we'll do it that way. I'm glad you didn't say Discord. I'd have to go.
Oh yeah, no. I only
tried-
use Discord for other
You
things.
want to talk about being too old for something? I had a buddy who had a podcast, and it was like a D&D podcast. So I was like, yeah, I want to play. And he has me come on, but I have to get on Discord first. It was like watching an old man try to use a computer for the first time.
It was hilarious.
It was
Listen, like I'm not gonna knock you for that because like I've helped a lot of other people, but then like I've been using Discord for so long
yeah.
that the only problem that I have with Discord most of the time
It's
is
confusing.
constant updates. And I have like one person who can't seem to keep track of her Discord server, so she sends me like 10. I'm like, what are you doing?
See, that's the problem that I had was that he put me in, but apparently there were like 3 groups. I don't know what they're called on there. I'm just going to call them groups, but like 3 little
Yeah.
pages that you have to go to. And I could never figure out which one I was supposed to be in. And I'd always put in whatever I wanted to say into the wrong place. And I could never get it together. So finally I just gave up and was like, I'll come on your show, but I can't be on here.
Yeah, no, I don't trust Discord when it comes to certain things. I trust StreamYards when it comes to doing interviews more than Discord. I don't blame you with Discord on that.
What is he doing?
I don't know. He's weird.
Does he know this is being recorded?
I don't know if he realizes he's not muted.
Hi, I have food.
Dude,
Oh,
nice.
We
I
thought you
have
were
food.
having lunch
Mhm.
with the ghosts.
Are you going to eat with us?
Yes,
Oh,
my good friends.
oh.
I'm the ghost. Give me chicken pot pie. I will leave you alone.
I love CC. He's awesome.
You see me?
To his Popeye, to his food. Yep, he will do that.
No, I'm going to eat my chicken pot pie.
You are definitely a weird child, honestly.
Well, make you feel better. I believe my parents found me a chicken egg.
What?
Yeah.
Did I hear that correctly? I
Yeah,
think you
my
said
parents-
your parents.
My parents found me as a chicken egg. They bought me from a store, like a weird, creepypasta store. And they hatch it and see a weird chicken squat-like creature. And they raise it. I turn it to a human, and we'll all be happy.
Oh,
family.
is that what they told you?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
I'm watching Ape is just write down on his book. Okay, what kind of species are you? Like, chicken shot squatch. Okay.
Well,
Come
it
on,
makes
we-
sense if you're a dragon, I guess. Yeah.
Hey,
No
what else is
comment.
creepy hybrid they going to be?
Cece says, so now it makes sense the dragon was hatched instead of born. Jesus.
Shut up, CZ. You don't know my
Same,
eating
exactly.
cycle.
Yes, right.
Well,
I
I
love
don't
my
have dragon.
audience.
I mean, I don't have nothing.
Really? Mm-hmm.
No one
Okay.
need to know my dragon drugs. No one. Oh shit! I said it out loud. Oh,
We don't say that. It's called Dragon Force.
Dragon fruit. No,
Wow.
so I don't know, Silver. Now might be a good time for you to try to wrap up if you want to do that, since you're going on an hour and a half. I mean, I don't know how you're feeling about it.
It's really up to them if they want to continue or
I
they
mean,
have
we're good.
anything
We've
else.
actually got other things that we have to get out of the house and go do.
Yeah.
So, but we were happy to be here. This was fun,
Yeah.
and I'm glad I got to confront my critic. So I'm good.
Yeah.
And Ape, I got to say, when we were watching, you made a lot. You know, I feel like we would probably think pretty similarly because the last video I agreed with a lot of the stuff you were saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I think we're similar mentality. So cool.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it was definitely a great chat.
That's the first time you being here.
But if you listen again, I strongly recommend you go back and listen to like the Waverly 2 episode, the second one. It's a really good one.
Ox, I quit coming to my streams at the last minute.
Yeah, stop it. Don't do it. Oh.
Yeah, no,
It is.
that's
It's
funny.
very real.
Spooky says, did they drop that egg on its head? I'm sorry,
Nope.
but I agree with Spooky on that.
Nope. Nope. My cell is very thick and
Ox,
strong.
it's not actually over yet. I don't know why you guys say that. Come on, man. Stay. Ox is another good friend of ours.
They all like going in on this dude. It's pretty.
Ox is an instigator.
do.
Watch out for it. Watch out.
Well,
Yeah.
sometimes I could go to server sometime for Fun.
What?
moment. Nothing. I'm eating my food now. Goodbye. Yeah.
Yeah, you might want to keep doing that and mute yourself.
Meh.
The Christian
Don't be
carpenter.
angry at me.
Is that a God reference? A Jesus thing?
I don't know. All I know is that he's a really good friend of mine. He's really funny.
No, I think it's a clever name, actually.
Yeah, I usually just say CC because it's better than just constantly saying the full entire thing.
Yeah, I agree.
Ox,
Closed captioning.
I'm not an instigator. Damn.
Right.
You sure about that, Ox? I still love you either way. No matter what Ape says. Just kidding.
Ooh.
Yeah, yeah, I mean, we don't really have I think the only question that I've had was like, how did you get into the paranormal and everything? Like what actually start you to do that?
For me, it was just the fascination of it. You know, when I remember a long, I mean, I don't remember exactly how long ago it was, but I had like experiences as a kid that I couldn't explain. I didn't know what they
Mhm.
were. But then I remember a video that is completely fake, by the way, but it came out online and it was called The Pantry Ghost. And I'm pretty sure it predates Ghost Hunters, which I became a big fan of later.
Mhm.
But The Pantry Ghost made me really think, like, is there more stuff out there like this that I can look at, that I can read about? So for me, that's when it really took off. And then I met my wife and found out she was pretty into it, and things just kind of snowballed from there.
Yeah.
What about you, Megan? How did you get into the paranormal? And even why did you go out with me?
Whoa, that's a
All
big
right,
question.
that's
Wow, that is a
Yeah,
big ass.
That's a big
We'll
question.
talk about
That's a
that
big
later.
jump.
So I also had experiences as a kid, and I could never explain them. My parents never watched anything paranormal, and
Yeah, don't doubt
going
that.
into my teen years, my dad started watching like Ghost Adventures and Ghost Hunters and stuff, especially like the Halloween lives that they used to do, way back in
Yeah.
the day. Um, and it started making me think, well, like, what were those things that I still think about to this day that happened to me when I was younger? And my first experience, I ended up looking at and looking up the house that we were living in, and I used to get this really weird, creepy feeling down this hallway. And it turned out I'm a military brat, so we lived on like base housing, and
Uh,
turned out there was a colonel that used to live in the house before us, and he ended up killing himself in the bathroom.
Hey, now
So-
that's my wife, buddy. And
yeah,
she's pretty hot, actually, but thank you. That's why I married her. And she's cool too. Secondary. Go ahead, babe.
Nope, that's it.
I'm just reading I'm like wondering why my niece is giggling, and I'm like reading the chat, and I see this dude Ox say, "Oh,
I told-
WTF, a hidden female, cute voice."
I told you he
Yeah.
was an instigator.
He's turning us around. I appreciate that. I tell myself that a lot. Congrats to me.
Yeah,
Go
he's a
me.
lucky guy.
All right, I win. Later.
Oh, that's
weird.
awesome.
I guess they haven't been here for very long, so maybe you didn't talk for a little while.
No, I didn't. I guess. Yeah.
But we just
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, your thing just says Steve now with an F, so that's yeah.
But, no, all right. Listen, this wasn't the first podcast. Okay, back before the booze came around, I'm also very into music. I play guitar. I'm from my father's a musician, and I had another podcast called Break On Through, where I would talk to local level musicians about
I remember that.
the
actually.
steps they're taking to like make it in the music business. It was and I loved it, and I actually miss it, but it's very hard to get people who are working hard to commit to a time frame to sit down and talk. So it ended up not working out. I just couldn't.
Wait,
wind up.
Is that up on YouTube still?
It's not on YouTube, but you can find it on
No,
Yeah.
I forget where.
What's
it's
it called?
from.
Break On Through.
Break On Through.
Break On Through. Okay.
Yeah. And actually, one of the guys that I had on there His name is Connor.
Connor
And,
Maynard?
I
Right?
No,
remember
Connor Dunn.
that.
Connor Dunn.
Connor
Okay.
Dunn. He goes by ASA Dunn. And I remember saying on the show that this kid has the stuff and he's going to make it big. And I
Yep.
just saw him getting his passport to go on a European tour with his band. So
Yay.
pretty stoked.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Yeah, I remember my mom like was trying to tell me like, hey uncle, does this and this and this. You should probably ask him. I'm like, I don't know, because I own this guitar.
Nice.
And
Yeah.
then I own a acoustic guitar.
I would show you what I have,
teaching-
but my camera obviously sucks. So whatever. You can
Hey,
just,
your
I'll
camera's
just
fine.
I'll just send you some. You know what? Hold on. You're right there. I'll just send you some pictures on Messenger.
Oh yeah, true.
Headphones.
My ears.
Dragon, you're fine. It's not like you've done that to us before, damn it.
I sneezed once. It only happened.
No, I'm
once.
not talking about the sneezing. I'm talking about how before.
Sounds like you inhaled your.
I think he did. But there was at one point in Discord, Dragon had a really crappy microphone to where we could hear him scraping at the bottom of the bowl and whatnot. It was like,
Ew.
I hated that.
Yeah, I try to be as particular as I can about my audio because we do a
Ox,
podcast.
come on,
On
man.
Axe, I do have ears. You know what? How ears, you bastard.
Oh, Ox. Yeah, I've been seeing that you have like a lot of music stuff, and I'm like, I'm kind of jealous.
I actually sold most of it. I sold a lot of it here recently. Well, Ox, we're a little bit older and we've been married for a while and we have kids. I think we're going to be all right. But
Yeah.
thanks for the concern. I appreciate it. And dragons actually don't have ears.
Hey,
They have holes in the side of their head. Everybody knows that.
Yeah.
Is that true? I'm trying to think now because I thought they had like pointed ears like bats.
They have horns.
They have
But
like
now I'm like,
spikes on their heads.
oh
Yeah, they don't
yeah.
actually have ears.
Think about a lizard.
Yeah,
Okay.
they just have like slits on
Yeah,
the side of
they
their
have like
head.
these little ear holes.
Yeah.
Welcome to Dragon Talk.
Yeah, that makes more sense. Yeah.
Grr.
Okay, I agree with that one. You know,
Hey,
actually, the only dragon I've seen in a movie was the one that the donkey was banging.
Yeah.
okay. Okay, glad
So you have
you
not
bring that
seen
up.
like
How the hell a
Definition of
donkey
small?
banging a dragon?
As a matter of
Huh?
fact, have there been any male dragons in a movie? I think they're all female.
No,
I don't know about Smog from Lord of the Rings.
Smog is a
or
male.
whatever.
Okay, all right. you
Smog
got-
is a male.
I wasn't
He is
I
a
sure.
male.
want somebody to bring up Falcor so I can say that's a dog.
Um,
No, no.
yeah, like at
Topic.
one dragon heart,
It's fine.
like
We
is
do it all the time.
female. There's a lot of dragon movies.
What's that? What is that link you just?
I'm trying to think of how often you reference the
That's,
dragon's gender. Like usually it's
Spotify.
just chasing people around. It's the link to your Break On Through podcast that I put
Nice.
down there.
Nice.
not-
I'm gonna
it's not
check out later.
Yeah, check it out.
It's been like a year, over
It's
a
been
year.
over a year.
Yeah,
since
since
I
he's
stopped.
Yeah, I was
done
about
that.
to.
It's been a while.
Yeah, I'm thinking about bringing it back.
What?
Yeah, well, maybe we could get Utah people now. We're out here.
I mean, most of the people I had weren't in Florida.
Oh, I totally heard that wrong. Don't judge me. Oh God, yeah, we usually go off track most of the time.
Yeah, I get it.
More of my audiences are normally Ox, Spooky, some other people.
Well, this is why I said earlier. Yeah, we definitely edit our show because we do this, but it's just the two of us, and then we we yanked it out of the show. So it.
You should
So
see her when
play it.
she games. She'll have like multiple
Hey.
people inside chat and in Discord, and she's gaming at the same time. And you're just like, how do you focus
Thank
on
you.
anything that's going on
Multitask. I'm
here?
a multitasker.
What are you playing?
Remember.
Thank
What are
you.
what are you playing?
I usually play a bunch of different games like Minecraft, Wizard 101, Neverwinter, some new games that I find.
I just downloaded. I'm gonna start playing that 7 Days to Die. I know it's an older game, but I want to play it.
Dragon
I have
has
that
that game.
I have that game.
Yeah,
He's
I
a
just
Twitch
downloaded it.
streamer more than a YouTuber.
Yeah, I don't
I'm
stream
a
my video games. I suck at
YouTuber.
video games, but I
Hey.
like to play them. So.
Dragon. Wait, what? Dragon is the last of his cat. Oh my god. Spooky.
The Last Dragon.
Well, I know who I gotta kill first. Spooky, come here.
Hey, don't touch Spooky Bed Hair. Leave him alone. He's a good friend.
Come here, Spooky.
If you want to touch Ox, go right ahead. He might kick your ass. I don't know.
If anybody's
Well-
touching anybody, we're pretty PG around here. We're gonna have to go.
Well, don't really. Ox meat is delicious. I'm gonna barbecue him alive.
I know he's talking about putting ox in his
Oh,
mouth. You might have to go.
Jesus.
Mm.
This is getting weird.
Yeah. You can blame Dragon for that.
I hope somebody hears that on the when they listen back.
They
He
will.
probably would. I wouldn't be surprised.
Now that we have the chat, I can't stop reading it.
That I have multiple screens. I only got 2.
Yeah, I also have two.
That's a good comment. That's pretty funny.
Run it.
We're supposed to have Ox on panel at some point. You didn't tell me when. Damn it.
Damn it, Ox. We need to get you up here.
Oh no, Ox is a tease. Ox is not going to come on town.
Oh no, he actually sent me a
I would-
message recently that he actually would.
I've heard this story before though. I'm just saying. I will be very surprised.
So I got a
Yeah.
question for you guys. How do you guys usually pick your topics for when you stream?
Oh, I don't usually have a topic.
None.
It's more ape. Honestly.
I just go by my whims, or like if I catch a hot video that I think will be interesting for me to talk about. But sometimes I just do randoms, and I will just go through like a list of random videos that are in my watch later history, and just kind of see what happens. So yeah, usually it's just about availability for me. But I have a pretty specific set of topics I like to talk about, which includes politics, religion, and spirituality, and some amalgamation of those things. Because I think as Americans, we're in like a very hyper spiritual kind of set of people who operate in the political sphere, and so that overlaps.
Okay. I get that. I mean, it's popular. I get that.
Mm.
Oy. No, I think those are the things we try to stay away from.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Politics makes me feel like I'm going to break out into hives. So yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm not into politics
I'm not,
myself.
allowed, I'm
Trust
not
me.
allowed to talk about it at home.
I can see why.
Yeah, she doesn't like it. But guys, I think this is where we're gonna have to get out of here. We've got some stuff we've got to go get done. And
Go.
I was gonna say we have to get going and we had stuff to get done, but it came out weird. But thanks for coming on, and it was a lot of fun. And
It was.
I
Thank
really,
you guys.
really hope you'd go
Thank
back
you
and
for
listen
coming
to a better episode and let us know what you think.
Yeah.
Especially you,
definitely do
Dragon.
that.
Yeah, especially you.
Thank you.
Oh, you just got thrown under the bus.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
I don't know what kind of meat going to be.
because you were the most critical.
Yeah, exactly.
Shit.
But thanks for
Good
having
job.
us on, guys, and we appreciate it. And you guys have a great day.
You too.
It was great talking to you.
Yeah, absolutely. If you ever want us to come back on, I'll come back on. I'll crack some jokes. I'm fine with
Oh,
it.
come
Back
on,
on a
man.
different account though, so I can be a little more, Oh wait, Aox, maybe I'll bring my wife back on. You know?
Maybe I'll come back.
Yeah, we'll get the camera. We'll get the camera.
Keyword maybe.
I'll bring my cuter voice next time.
I'll get her all dolled up. All right, guys. We'll talk to you later. Bye.
All right.
Bye.
See ya.
Hey. It is Megan, right? Did I get that right?
Yeah,
Like-
yeah. It's
okay.
Megan. Yeah. No, you were definitely correct on
picked.
like the two actual. Oh my god, Alex. That was my uncle and his wife.
I'm bad with names, so I try to like actually make a point of this when I do, recorded stuff. And like that.
I cannot believe I
Yes.
got thrown under the bus. Well, I just fucking-
Surprisingly, you got their names correct in the first place. I was actually shocked. Yeah, no, Dragon, you kind of did criticize them more than any of us.
I
so
I
I'm not
know,
too
I
surprised.
know. I'm sorry. Okay, I think I'm playing to criticize people.
They were actually. I was kind of shocked of how it went. Like I didn't know what
I was
path
really
he gonna
prepared.
go to.
I really prepared they're gonna scold me or like kind of
Well,
like
yeah.
like you know how some people are. You cannot criticize us what we think we are not to think. But they was pretty chill out. It was pretty
You
chill.
even you.
I
can
mean, really,
even
like
see-
most people on YouTube or doing podcasts are doing it to have fun. Like it's really
Right, yeah.
rare, and that's why it's so funny to have people who flip out when people review them and criticize them on YouTube. Like that's why they're lulz cows, right? Because that's like a pretty rare human behavior. I mean, it's getting a little more common now, but like, and you got to realize too, like, yeah, that's your family, and you know, they're more experienced, so it's you know,
Cannot be.
that's why
I can have the awkward family.
Ah!
Black bad dragon, get back to your cave. Make me.
It's like, so it's not always what you expect. Like, and I knew that
Yeah.
kind of going into it, especially today after like I heard him on the other video, Steve being like talking about how he was really more skeptical, you know. Like
Yeah.
I could get that vibe from him where it's more of a like a pastime. It's like why I discuss religion, even though I'm not convinced I'm ever gonna believe in a religion. I still like to discuss the topic because it's interesting to me. You know what I mean? Like, so, and I can say that, yeah, I have ties to religion, like inherently. There's no way I can get around it. Like, people are always going to be around me who are religious. So, I don't know. It's the same thing with
Oh,
spirituality.
Yeah. That was a really good interview. Like I never heard of that. I actually would like to have him come back up. I was honestly, for some reason, I only thought that it was just gonna be him. Didn't realize Megan was gonna be there. I was like, oh, hi.
Oh hi Megan.
No, that was great. That was
Yeah,
that was
that was
awesome.
really great. Especially scolding Dragon. That was awesome,
Keep
though.
laughing. Keep laughing. Keep laughing.
You keep doing what you're doing, they might have some more shit to say to you.
Well, that'd probably be good content for you. Your stream is boring anyway.
Hey, watch out. I mean, you know, next thing you know, they might be reviewing you. Never know.
That's true.
That would be
That's
awkward.
true. That would be funny as hell.
Awkward as fuck. Gonna...
That's
All
gonna
right.
be.
Well, on
I
that
never
note,
really
I better jet as well. I'm getting maxed out here on my battery capacity. So, good talk. Good show. Dragon, watch out for those women in the night. You know, they're wear a condom if you're gonna have sex. I mean, wear a condom. I don't care if they're plasma or not.
You're telling me what they enjoying the most. I might feel tired every make a time. Yeah, actually, right now.
That was great. Alright. I think that's when we're gonna actually end it here. I was expecting for the worst, but no, that was actually really good. We already have the links in the side chat for Break On Through, where he's a musician and he's also a podcaster for the blues. I almost said blues for some fucking reason.
Blues, welcome to
You shut up. So you can go check them out, and hopefully at some point in the future we'll have them back on. And yeah, bye.